While Nigma, again, with this last pick, they were trying to find a solution, like find a way to make everything work and kind of glue it all up together.
Did they do it?
With the Dragonite, I definitely think they can play the tempo game and punish the Spectre. The only question is, will they hit that Warlock Golem wall?
Well, we are gonna see the answer of that in game 2 of this 2-game series. We're heading over to Cap and Kyle for the cast.
Winnable, guys.
Final game of the night. Thank you very much, Cheever. Yes, Kyle, we're here for a second opportunity for Nigma to be able to keep a nice streak going for them. You know, they start off 1-1 against Vici Gaming. All right, that's pretty good. 2-0 against AS Monaco Gambit. The only team so far that has won a series in this wildcard stage. But they dropped this series against IG, and they're kind of right back where they started.
Indeed, and this is a big one. It's the wild card, you know. You need to do well from jump, and
every game matters.
Yes.
We keep highlighting that because every single one of these games may end up being the difference between you being top 2 or 3rd.
It's weird because typically in the majors it feels like, you know, you build the crescendo and oh wait, hang on, big in the shit.
Okay, big boy stomp from JT, but it's not enough to stop Emo, who just kind of wandered through the forest and ended up in the clutches of all of Nigma's heroes, and now they're gonna lose Kaka as well. I mean, what a great start for Nigma. I mean, first blood, double kill, okay.
We take those.
Yeah.
And you could see, even after that performance from IG, the fan vote still nearly 70% in favor of Nigma. I think we know which way our chat is biased, and that is a huge help to their hopes because, yeah, the wild card, honestly, to me, is more hype than the group stage. Same number of teams go home in half the time, and it's like it's 4 teams eliminated. The group only takes out 2.
No, twice as many teams get eliminated as group stage, right?
Yeah.
2 teams get eliminated from group stage, 4 from wildcard.
Yeah, I said twice as many.
Oh.
4 total.
Okay, I didn't hear it twice. Sorry.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. Nobody listens to me anyway. Emo, again, if this was a BO3, the SF, like, makes a lot of sense, right? But this is BO2. So this is, once again, just confidence. Pretty good matchup against the Morph. You can already see Miracle forced off the wave. And very, very good against the DK. I actually thought, hang on, initiation LTW.
All right, stalling him up. Cold Feet is going to keep JT here. ILTW is going to make the choice to hit JT a couple more times, which is surprising, given the fact he doesn't have Furious wipes.
But I was going to comment on the last ban from IG. Sometimes I feel like enemy teams know Nigma better than they know themselves. Because what I'm thinking about, what I would be afraid of if I was IG, was that Nature's Prophet. If you look at this lineup, it's like, oh crap, suddenly the tempo just skyrockets. DK, same kind of tower pressure. Pretty damn good in the laning phase. I can't believe that happened. I think he lives with the stick Fairy Fire, but stun level 1 DK.
Oh yeah. No,
Not bad.
That is exactly, not just for the kill potential, but you've seen it so many times being used to be able to secure CS or maybe get a deny on a range creep. And this is something that Mind Control has been spamming in his pubs. I've seen so many games of him where he gets his offlane taken away from him and he says, fine, I'm playing safe lane Dragonite.
Yep. And I mean, it's just this mid matchup. Holy crap, man. Miracle is getting the business, has the bottle, so he should be all right. I mean, he's just going to spam bottle, you know, tick down, grab a water rune. He should be okay. Top.
First kill for IG.
Man, this brings me back to, this would always happen when I was playing with my brother. He'd say, Kyle, I'm pulling, don't die. That's what I did. And he wouldn't say anything because he was a lot more composed than I was, but I could feel the disappointment.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, this man, Emo.
Which is worse, disappointment or anger?
I'd take anger any day.
Okay.
I like anger.
JT. Well, at least he trades away a kill. So.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Oh, but they left. Oh, that's sick. They left the bounty rune.
Oh yeah.
The game start bounty rune. That is huge for Emo. It's a lot of pressure he'll be able to apply.
And it does build up over time, as many of us have found out when you find, oh hey, there's 2 or 3 bounty runes here. They're all worth the same amount, which means they do percolate like they used to. Such a fun word, percolate.
Yeah, percolate, indeed.
Yeah. Tusk is a hero we haven't seen a whole lot of this season. What happened to, like, Tusk was, he was the bee's knees.
Yeah.
Last patch.
The roaming 4, I think, just somewhat died off. There's 2 distinct styles nowadays. We see the Kaka Lion now for the second game in a row, but the Earth Spirit, Tusk, Tiny meta, it's still there.
Yeah.
But the spellcasters, you know, we saw the Willow from last game. Some teams just prefer that style. Miracle getting a little aggressive onto Emo. Oh, nice shard.
Nice block in from GH. That was beautiful. The TP's going to be coming in from Super, but the heal is just not going to be enough. The Adaptive Shrike finishes him off. Miracle. He gets big revenge on Emo. I'm sure he's coming into this game with a bit of a chip on his shoulder because he wants to prove that he is still one of the best mid laners in the world.
I don't think that there's a better way to shard there. Like, if you trap, he actually escapes easier, but the path block lands the kill. I think he cut him off the choke too, but that's why you don't see Tusk right there, because there's only one GH. I've tried to clone him. I'd still be playing if I could, but that's the perfect gank, and if the spell misses, it's just a wasted rotation and a minute and a half gone from your game. Are they camping?
What? Yeah, what?
Maybe they thought Emo would chase over?
Yes. What a weird position to be in. Both of these mid layers showing some confidence there. Miracle keeps on challenging Emo's SF to a bit of a battle back and forth.
Miracle had to interrupt a nuke there, or I think he might have actually died. You can see him, he's forced to think a lot more about Emo than Emo is Miracle right now, because there's so much threat potential. The trouble with Morph, you know, you don't like playing against burst damage. SF represents a ton. If you're caught low HP, just 2 nukes might be enough to take you down.
Yeah, same goes for the Ursa, right? Like, he likes to be able to see the kill coming. But SF, Yules into Requiem, that's just going to be 1, 2, 3 punch that is going to knock you out over time.
I actually can't believe this top lane's going so poorly for Nigma. They kind of need GH up here. The CS is pretty rough. 26-8 Centaur, 12-1 on the Ursa. This is not a matchup you expect to be this poor.
Yeah, no, he's definitely having a rough time. Centaur being one of the best laners in the game right now, with the early Vanguard even more so. And it seems like Mind Control doesn't need the help. Their safe lane is suffering, but Mind Control, total free farm on the other side.
Big danger.
GH just sat here for 30 seconds waiting for Super to come back up.
My hill.
You ain't going nowhere.
LTW.
Oh, they jumped him. They're going to be able to do a lot of damage. Can they actually finish him off, though? Kaka, he's just in melee range of ILTW. Says, okay, I'll take it.
I will say, even though he dies there, that was some pretty sick spell casting. The Hex was, like, it didn't even interrupt his movement.
Yeah.
And he was pathing in a way that he would avoid creeps while still auto-attacking when possible, getting out of the cold feet. It was not bad. Mind Control, see, he hit 6. I think he'll just pop out right away. You start smacking the Spectre in the face. Super.
Troublesome. Kaka is here, though.
Radiant's middle tower.
And they're, I'm sure, afraid of the SF coming out of the jungle. But SF was on the left side rather than the right.
It is tough. I mean, IG, keep in mind, they've got Kaka and they've got JT. They really know what their stuns. So they need setup for Emo's damage. That's how you kill the DK specifically, and that's going to be their problem, because Mind Control, you can see his net worth, massive, already treads 3 points in armor. And
oh, a Dragonite that's actually going to kill a Spectre. I'm not expecting anything out of this one, but Fly. Thanks to the heal, thanks to the wand charges, he is going to be okay. But Mind Control is going to put some serious damage on this bottom tower with both the Dragon Form and Siege Wagon with a very healthy creep wave behind it.
And I gotta say, you know, hang on.
They're going to go for him here. Emo, he's going to be able to double nuke, and that should be the end of ILTW's laning phase here. I'm not sure if he wants to come back to top lane anymore.
I just like, you know, Mind Control, he's got a game. The Darkseer, Aeon Disc, like that didn't feel like a winning position for him as an individual. He's just so damn good. He plays Dota so much. He's top net worth. This is his time to shine. Trying to secure this bot tower.
Gonna kill Kuro as well here with the Stampede, which I imagine they got level 6 from the kill on the Ursa in the first place. So these sort of things do sync together. ILTW is gonna come back to top.
Net worth-wise, things are relatively even. Just because Mind Control's, you can't stop him. It's only Emo, and like we just mentioned, they kind of need Kaka as well, and potentially even a level 6. So I wouldn't be surprised to see the first finger rotation down here, but MC, he wants this tower, and then he's just gonna chase after Fly. Spectre, no real mechanic to get back into a game.
Dire's middle tower is
You don't flash farm. You have to sit in lanes, and I don't think MC is going to let him, at least not down here.
No, certainly not. Do you think that's part of the reason why he's trying to hold out in this bottom lane for as long as possible? Yeah. He doesn't have that same option of other heroes.
This is the move. The first smoke, they don't have finger, but this is the kill threat.
They're going to be able to take the tower. MC, can he run out of here in time? It's not going to happen. I don't think so. The dagger's going to slow him down. The first disable, and surely the magic damage is going to be enough. Turns around, does what damage he can. Meanwhile, Super is going to be chased down a bit. Miracle not able to get that kill though.
I hate that he's down here alone, Cap. Like, yeah. It'd be one thing if people were getting stuff done. GH, sure, you'll chase after the Centaur. LTW is pushing top. Kuro is. He gets a deep ward off, but I really would have liked somebody down there with him to protect him.
Oh, wow. Nice. Trying to get to the Centaur to hit that stomp. JT, okay, they're going to pop the Spectre ultimate here and try and fight this one, but the Stampede doesn't actually let JT survive. Flyfly's going to be able to come in here with the remnants of that last bit of Stampede to be able to slow down Kuro. They get the nuke to be able to finish off GH. Deny. He gets it. Kuro, well played.
Oh, no.
Oh, dear. Emo gets the double kill by being able to pick up Miracle's killing spree on top of that.
That's Shadow Fiend versus Morphling right there, Cap.
Yeah.
This is the duo. You see him on your screen. Kaka, the disable, says, hey, Emo, I got something for you. 2 nukes dead. And this is the danger of playing away from this man. This is the strongest hero you've got on your team, and he's going for this rush blink. So once again, mind control, sacrificing his own game. Top net worth. He's the one who could look to progress. It won't be a Midas. It won't be an Armament. Nothing to worry about himself. Even, is that his own sentry to get the ward? Oh, this man does it all, but he'll have the blink, and now it's time to make plays if you're Nigma. Miracle's the true carry. Flyfly now picking off GH in the mid lane, but they've got to get Miracle into the game. They've got to try and kill Emo.
Attempted deny on an Invis rune on a Spectre. I don't think either team really cares about the outcome of that rune. They do finally get the, was that a deny on the top tower? I didn't actually spot it. Might have been ILTW killing the tower himself. Yules is now complete for Emo. Oh, nice stack.
Yeah, we take those. Shadow Fiends. I was calling for this hero all year during
the PPC
League.
I kept on saying Shadow Fiend.
Especially if you wanna show the morph mid too early. It makes sense. Hood picked up on Centaur, but this item on MC's key. He's got the blink. They want Emo. They need Emo.
Now what are the downsides of having an SF is he is very squishy. Any leading disable combined with a bit of nukes, it's going to be able to be enough to kill him. And now they actually do have Super here behind the tier 1 tower.
Okay.
This is Nigma just running over the mid lane with all 5 heroes. And IG, they were not prepared. They weren't prepared at all. The stomp doesn't even land. Stampede, run. Kaka, no, he's not making it out. Stampede is not going to be able to save him from the teamwork that Nigma is bringing to the mid lane to make the dream work.
GH so close to picking up another one.
Oh, hey. He takes the last hit on the Ancient.
I want to stress, they needed that on Nigma. They take the gold lead, but they need a gold lead. Their draft falls off. They will not have the late game team fights necessarily. They needed that kill. They get bonus afterwards. And Ancient along with 2 more.
Are they strong enough to do this, Kyle?
They might be. It's risky. It's scanned. They know it.
It's a risky maneuver from Nigma, and the team fight from IG. They're prepared to fight this one. JT being a bit of the bait here on the front lines. The cold feet will keep him in place. Oh, finger of death. Attempted a kill from Kaka on a Miracle, but Miracle was fast enough to be able to get a little bit of more strength off, protecting the haste rune. Emo. Yules, oh my goodness, Emo, this was so greedy. Snowball through is going to be able to hit JT as well. They are going to be able to slow down this Tusk enough that I think he is a freebie. His last double edge hit is going to be theirs, but still, this trade-off is certainly not going to be worth it, especially if Miracle picks up more kills as Super, and there's no tower there anymore, so there's nowhere to run to, and there's certainly nowhere to hide against a hasted Miracle.
Love the discipline, saves the stick. He might need it for later, would not have saved him there, and a straight up brawl, like just Emo, to your point, pushing his limits. Arguably a little too far there. He does go down. They get a trade. Haunt was used, though. That was surprising because now, as you can see, Nigma right into the pit. They don't have the Golem either, do they? I think there's still some time. Indeed, it is 45 seconds left, so they should know. Stampede's up. Very tanky Centaur, but I think you can force this if you're Nigma.
Is Haunt coming up soon? Initiation from Mind Control. The Ice Blast. Nice two-man impale into the stop potentially. Is going to be able to catch some heroes. And Emo from the side managed to hit a nice Requiem. That's going to be taken out the support. And ILTW, he just cannot get out of this upheaval. The damage is slowing him enough. And Fly can put in the work. And now looks like the Dragonite is going to be falling as well. The magic damage rips him apart. Nigma is just forcing this Roshan so hard. The first time it felt like they got away with something, Kyle.
They just walked in, Cap.
Yeah.
Like they said, okay, JT. Click on JT for me real quick, if you wouldn't mind.
He's very tanky.
He has a hood, a Vanguard, a chip vest, and brown boots, Cap. He walked in and they opened on him.
Roshan has fallen to the ring.
That's what he wants.
Yeah. No.
And then
he's got an absence of initiation.
Maxed return.
He's fully maxed out on tank. He wants you to go on hit.
He legitimately. It hurts because that was a big opportunity. They had a lead, they had an edge, and they just give away the initiation. That was no Golem, no Haunt.
No.
Unneeded, even the blast.
I mean, the problem was that IG had double the edge that Nigma did in that team fight, so.
Slacks maybe across the room, Cap, but you don't need to take his habits too.
I'm sorry, he just...
I know, I can hear him
just
too.
works into you. I'm being compelled to cast like him. Oh my god, they're going on him!
Yeah, free pickoff on the Kaka. They explode him under tower. A pickoff's nice. The game is even. 15 minutes in, LTW finds JT, but this is not the target you want. He'll pop Stampede, get right away. Is that he went for the hood first. Okay, I think we saw this in the game. I can't remember the stream. It's like 4 games ago. It's been a long day. But either way, Diffusal will be up next. That'll help him quite a bit because maybe you can the Centaur. It's a significant damage amp as well, and it'll also allow him to provide his own target selection. He can get onto the back line, the Lion, the Warlock, maybe even the Spectre.
Hey, I mean, we said the entire danger of the Ursa in this lineup was going to be the SF 100-0ing him, right? And so he's got to make sure he can survive long enough to get off the Enrage. Super is very dead. And if IG isn't careful, there may be more members here, but Fly actually wants to fight this one. Another Finger of Death that does not get a kill. Kaka, he baits in. Maybe the Morphling. They don't have a disable to stop this one. 1 raise, 2 raise. They don't even need the second one. They get the kill on the carry. It does cost them their 2 supports, though, as well as 2 of their ultimates.
So it was a zoning Finger. You know, GH, he was not nearly in range to get a snowball up defensively because he got forced away. He's like, oh, I'm almost dead. I'm just lucky to survive. But meanwhile, that gives Emo the opportunity to just nearly one-shot.
They're going to jump in again. They've already killed GH, and at the same time, Mind Control thought maybe Emo is free here, but it couldn't be farther from the truth. This is able to make the TP out, or Ancient Apparition skedaddles.
Man, this IG lineup, you can see why they won the major. Again, they're playing a man down. This is their coach standing in, but they look polished.
Uh-oh.
Fly.
He does have the Aegis. He's going to be losing that first life, but the Fatal Bond's on to 3 with the Golem as well. If they can punt some damage out here, they can actually kill a bunch of these heroes, and Miracle just cannot get away. Once he wakeboards in, the upheaval is a huge problem for them.
It's a 3-point upheaval, Cap. They had limited stun, sure, but man, Nigma, you don't have any BKBs. You want to waddle into this engagement, you're going to get wrecked. An Echo Saber on Fly. Is this a thing on Spectre?
I have not seen this one. I've seen more Echo Sabers of late, but not specifically on this hero.
It makes sense, right? The double
death blade hit. Yeah. For like quick kills on supports is nice pick off on Emo for Nigma. I feel like Emo's got to protect his game a little bit more.
A little bit. There's the blink on GH now. I expect to see snowballs used less offensively and more to save. You can potentially dodge the entire Requiem and spin things around. But yeah, you made a good point. Emo, you're not Ember Spirit this game. You can't just walk in and
you're not Ember Spirit in a free Ember Spirit game.
Yeah.
Like there is ways to kill an SF in this one.
Yeah. However, he's luckily not really the carry. That's Fly, who has now acquired the top net worth position. Closing in on what looks like it'll be a Manta, likely
Now-
the Fusel to follow.
You sounded very confident that IG's lineup was going to outscale Nigma. Why is that? Like, Morphling versus Spectre, like, what is that matchup about?
It's just, you have SF Spectre, your support duo specifically, like Warlock, it's just nuts in the late game. You have Kaka
Radiant's
plus
bottom tower is
Global,
under
right?
attack.
It's something that we
Dire's
saw,
top tower
what was it,
is
I mean,
under attack.
long time ago. I'll always remember the Shanghai Major where Puppy was picking like Lion, Fury, and Puck every game. There'd be a Hex and then 2 heroes, and that guy was dead. And in this case,
You were never safe in that patch.
it'll be an SF, it'll be a Spectre on forwards, and Miracle. That's a lot of items you have queued up, sir, but I really think a BKB is necessary. There's nothing to interrupt, there's no stun outside of a Golem. I really implore you to have a BKB before you finish that E-Blade. I think that goes for every hero on this dire side.
Yeah, they got to be careful of that magic damage, right? To make sure they don't get the Yules into Requiem combo.
It's just also, there's no real damage on IG if they actually get the BKBs off. This Spectre's getting scary, but
He also, in a way, like stalled his own game by picking up this like Echo Saber into Manta. Like, it's going to be a slow build-up of damage for the Spectre. Smoke up, running into GH. GH blinks away and snowballs back into him. A nice smooth move from him that is going to ensure he trades 1-for-1 with Requiem on out. The magic damage isn't going to be enough. Miracle, he shrugs off those disables. He can manage to get off the board strength. He is slowed down to a crawl, but at the same time, Emo, he's being pushed away by the Ice Blast and the Dragon Knight who is chasing him down. Miracle just barely waveforms away, well as Emo will tick out from the Ice Blast. The Stampede will not bail him out. Unlike Miracle, Emo will die in this engagement.
I want to reiterate, both these teams playing well. GH would really like to go to TI. He does not want to go home the day after tomorrow. He is playing incredibly well. Sick reaction time, breaks the smoke, immediate blink, but not quite far enough. And then he snowballs with a nice timing, gets the pick off. They lose, what was that? 3? No, Miracle lift, so 3-for-1. We only dropped GH for Team Nigma. And now the Manta on Miracle. He didn't use Morph in that fight, not Morph, Replicate, but either way, he'll still have it for the next fight. Expected him to turn into the Spectre or the Centaur. He's out Kaka, once again, GH.
Yep, finding the openings. I mean, just think like what a difference that team fight would have been if Kaka like stays alive. He gets off, disables onto Miracle.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more damage would have killed him. Faster they kill Miracle, the sooner they can help out Emo. Like the fact that he was able to get off that quick reaction and also just smart reaction, snowballing back in the way he did, was crucial in Nigma being able to win that fight. And as a result, Nigma now has map control.
Yep. They're feeling themselves now, and it's a very different. They have the stuns. They're controlling the pace of the game, looking to get a tier 2. And the first time that I've looked at wards and said, wow, Nigma aren't playing underneath IG's vision. They're actually the ones on the enemy side of the map. They're likely to get this tower straight into the outpost. They'll start getting that XP advantage. And to win fights, though, the key thing, they've got to keep getting the support duo. If you prevent either Kaka or Super on the Warlock from getting their spells off, you are most likely going to win the fight.
You think that's why they win so many Blink Daggers, right? GH, Mind Control. Naturally, Morphling can be able to jump the back line.
This is the move.
Okay.
IG are set up. They know the angle of approach. They have a good ward below. They've got to be really careful about the target selection here.
With already a slight lead, this could be the moment that Nigma can even out this series. If they find the right kind of initiation here, they're going to be able to find it. Super on the run here, but he can only go so far and so fast. But at the same time, IG did do a good job. As you said, they take the tower, but they also didn't lose anything for that situation. In fact, they're still kind of sticking around. They're going to wait and see. Once Nigma shows themselves in the mid lane, they're going to pop out and say, you thought we left? Surprise! They're going to be able to catch the Ancient Apparition, see if they can catch more. But oh no, Nigma, they're getting away into the river. Now Miracle and GH are joining them. That wasn't quite the big move that they were hoping it would be.
This is just so sick. It's true in poker, even more so in Dota. A big part of being a great team is knowing when to cut your losses, and IG are doing such an excellent job. They're gonna once again ditch your support.
Yep.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But that was just so five-head. They lose the support. They camp under their vision. And if Nigma weren't so quick, you know, LTW with the Q down to the low ground.
Oh yeah, that was
MC
crucial.
and Miracle already in the river. Like, they basically were backing. Okay, secure location. We might be able to turn. And IG like, nope, we tried. We missed it. Okay, no problem. And inexperienced teams, not major winners, occasionally look to take fights like that because they've committed the resources. They're not comfortable just saying, okay, nope, got to cut line, ditch this catch. It is not going to work out for us. Roshan, however, 30 seconds. That'll be the big objective. No fly ultimate for 100 seconds, so you have a bit of a window. Maybe it's an incredibly close game, 23-17.
Oh yeah, net worth dead even, as you're saying. I mean, these are the kind of teams that win tournaments, and they're both showing why. Hey, it goes to show just how cutthroat this wild card is. I could see one of these teams, the third best team in this group, dropping out of the wild card, but if they were in the group stage, there's no way they get eliminated, right?
No,
Like, some of these teams are so good, but it's sadly the fact that they're in the wild card that may end up being the problem, not necessarily how good they are.
Oh yeah. When Vici Gaming has the fourth best pedigree in a six-man group, I'm like, who the hell does all?
Blinking in. Starting off on the Centaur. You could see Nigma, they learn from the...
No.
Exactly.
No.
They're like, no, we're deja vu. Fighting around the Roshan pit, going on a Centaur first?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
You can see it's the same plan, right? IG, they recognize our initiation is not the same. We don't have all these blink daggers. We do have JT. So we'll just use him as bait. If Nigma take it, they're going to pop everything, drop the hammer, but... the
Nigma,
if that tier 1 was dead, this might work.
Big wraparound. They're gonna bypass JT entirely and go straight for the squishy backline. Be able to catch the two supports. That is exactly how to be able to play that. Instant buyback though. Coming out from IG, and yeah, both BKBs being used for that one means a fresh reinitiation. Requiem off of the stomp, a beautiful combination that it will certainly bring down Miracle. Maybe they can catch up to GH as well. They do have, if they can win this fight, be able to take Roshan and ILTW stuck up there on the high ground in the triangle. Neither one of those two heroes have buyback. Ultimately, Kyle, a sick move from Nigma, but IG, they were prepared. They had the money in the bank prepared for that rainy day.
That's like a plan within a plan.
Yeah.
Oh, you were able to bypass JT. That's the big brain move. That doesn't even matter because they allow, like, we don't care. Both our supports died, but they traded the BKBs. They buy back. I think the moment they see the BKBs are used, Nigma fearing the turnaround, but really it's the patience from IG.
Yep.
You cut your supports, they're immediately back into the game. And as you said, like, as soon as Miracle was identified, he just straight up died. Great stun by JT once again.
Yeah, once they've gone in, they can't get out against Spectre and Stampede, right? Like, they don't move fast enough to be able to get away from that combination. So they just wait out the BKB, as you said, and just
it's all
finally jump.
The area control, too. Because, to your point, by taking that fight, think about how deep they were. They were at the Radiant Ancient camp. There's no coming back from that.
Yeah. I mean, with a tier 1 off lane still up, tier 2 mid, like, there are a ton of TP points to get back to the triangle quickly.
And now, the Aegis there.
But Nigma not slowing down for a beat here. Like, despite the fact that Aegis is up on IG, they're still being the aggressors.
No spells, but look, it's just so cool watching IG play the map. They've now split into this 1-3-1 formation.
Radiant's
2
middle
cores
tower
in 2
is
side
under
lanes.
attack.
The other 3 playing as safe as can be. Now JT hiding in the trees. Even if he were to die here, think about how far he is from objectives on the IG side of the map. And yeah, sure, they have Aegis, but so many spells used, you don't want a team fight until all of your cooldowns are back up.
JT is literally trying to pull them as far away from his team as possible. By hitting this tier 1 tower, they are going to TP in. Stampede going off. The Ice Blast doesn't quite clip him, so he's going to survive a little bit longer. The Blink Dagger being denied for a bit. GH, they have anything? Oh, they hit him once. Blink Dagger, juking into trees? No, mind control. He catches up to him, and now, okay, 2-man stomp. He may actually be able to get this Blink up still. Now the damage is constantly kept onto JT, but the space keeps on being built. What is this? Indeed, that was some delicious space he just created for the rest of IG as they were farming away in the enemy jungle and they were looking for a pick on ILTW.
BSJ dies there.
100%. 100%. Yeah.
You want that archer, the bonus gold. They would have had him, and that. Oh man.
And he has BKB now, so he can make that same play next time, maybe.
Just ruthless from IG, honestly.
Yeah.
The Ash Lord just sacrificing individuals when necessary to ensure the battle is won. And they eke out a larger and larger advantage. 3 of the top 4 heroes in net worth on the IG side. Nigma not out of this. They have the kill lead, but they're playing against a Spectre, an SF. And unfortunately for them, they went for these early pickup. They wanted kills. They got them. But that means that they aren't progressing as fast. It's why they can be up in kills and still down in gold. Even more so in XP.
Tier 3 items, 400 health pickup for Fly. So he's going to be a lot tankier. It's pretty much 2 big tanky boys in the front, and then all that damage, that's coming from the back. It's coming from the 2 supports, and it's coming from Emo. So the job of the Spectre and JT, their job is entirely to try and force Nigma to do something about them and allow their back line to artillery style fire in damage from a distance.
And they're hunting around the map, but IG, you know, this is a disciplined team. They are hugging their wards once again. You see the pings coming out. They saw Super walk up that high ground. Kaka now with the ward in base. So once again, fortifying their location, right? Look at the trio of wards. They're playing inside of it.
Yeah.
Nigma, they need initiation to win a fight. They need to somehow get a support and a core in their opening salvo, but if a Spectre pops ulti as an example, suddenly their entire position is revealed and they're susceptible to just being straight up routed. So again, Aegis still available, 45 more seconds.
Radiant's courier has been
Tier 2 is gone.
Has
JT actually losing a full heart there.
That's huge.
Oh dear. Who picked that one off? It looks like Miracle.
They smoke, they control the area, they smoke out in their vision.
They say, okay, they got that courier, but that means they're down here. We can find these heroes. They're going to pop the Stampede. Catching immediately. The Ursa, but it's Omo. He's going to be able to get away. Now it's Kako who dies instead. A golem drops onto 3, and it looks pretty good. There goes the Spectre ultimate, but nobody's immediately dying. Nigma is beginning their retreat. Looks like GH is going to be the one left behind. 4 for 4. But a stomp in from JT. Make sure the Ancient Apparition now dies. A buyback coming out from the 2 supports of Nigma. This time it's their turn to be saying, you're fighting on our side of the map. Our buybacks are good enough. They need to be able to catch more, but they didn't get anybody else. Smart TPs from IG, making sure that a lost team fight doesn't entirely bleed them out.
Oh, this is a masterclass. Like, I really hope people understand, like, this is special. We don't get to see these sorts of matches very often nowadays. International Dota and matches of this caliber are few and far between. This is excellent Dota 2 by both sides. You can see the strategies being employed. Both teams understand their win condition. Nigma, it was their turn to use buybacks, to your point. They just had to try to capitalize a bit better. They isolated the SF. He immediately gets picked off. They knew Fly with the Aegis was not the target, but wisely, IG, the moment they realize the battle is lost, they're gone. Keep being out in the trees, and ooh, maybe a couple extra moments, they would have picked off a core more. But Nigma still holding on, only a 2K gold lead. Still really anybody's game. You'd have to lean IG as the minutes tick by, but still anybody's game.
I think that Scotty timing, I feel like that's going to turn the Spectre into a hero that they can kind of ignore, big tanky, like does some damage, but ultimately isn't going to be doing the most work. That's the SF. But once you get the Scotty on the Spectre, I feel like it becomes a very different fight. Oh wait, he's not going for it anymore. I thought that Scotty was a great. I thought it was a great pickup against Morphling.
Me too. He wants the extra mobility.
Scepter, really?
Yeah. He might still switch it up. We'll see. It depends. Fly. I mean, hard to criticize a 9-0-10 Spectre.
Yeah. No. Absolutely.
But mobility or survivability. Damage.
Okay, there
yeah, see? Okay.
Deep sigh of relief there. I was like, what? I feel like you need more team fight, not more more split pushing.
That's too good.
Okay.
Damage for the illusions. As you said, it's just too good against Morphling.
Yeah.
It's too good against Ursa. It's too good against DK.
Yeah.
It's the item.
I'm like, what? What's happening? You're a Spectre. Scotty's so good. They've got all this regen.
Well, this is
all
the...
right.
Oh, I thought it was going to be the Hex. It's actually the Arcane Blade.
Oh,
That's
I love that pickup.
Ooh. That is, that's bold.
Yeah.
It's saying, I don't need more abilities. Or a Hex, please. No, I just need to cast my own spells faster and more effectively.
Yep. No, it's the fact that you're able to get off this big AoE disable.
Yeah.
Like imagine if you could near instantly cast Terrorize. That sounds broken. But that's what SF is basically able to do with this Arcane Blink.
Yep.
And there are very few instant disables that they have on Nigma.
And the bigger key is it now makes even more pressure onto GH.
Yes.
Snowball save, suddenly,
oh, God.
You've got less than a second, GH. You've got to be masterful.
Next initiation, immediately the Snowball goes on to the BKB, and there's the Requiem. It gets his ILTW in a finger, puts him in the dirt. Nigma still are able to fight this out with 4, but Fly's on top of them with the Scotty, and they cannot turn around and fight him. He is too tanky.
Blink.
Trying to catch up. Fortunately, a blink away from GH will get him out of here. Nigma, similar situation, doing a good job of making sure that they're not totally exsanguinated. They just leave an Ursa behind. Not that big of a deal.
And you can see that's the reveal, though. So they won't be caught off guard by that again. GH, I think he'll learn his lesson from this. A slight mistake. I think he has to be more patient with the Snowball. He's been going in aggressively. And yes, he does kill off Kaka. Forces the buyback as well. But he would have probably liked to ensure his Ursa was able to BKB as well. But again, maybe if he's a little touch faster, the Hex doesn't go off, and then the Ursa BKBs anyway. You really never know. Either way, it's going to just be this back and forth. Who gets the jump? Is it Kaka? Is it GH? Is it a Snowball save? I mean, I feel like we're typically in this position whenever we see GH on Tusk, but like, he will win or lose his team the fight.
Yeah. What a position to put him in. You are going to win or lose us this game, and we're asking you to be able to get off Blink Snowball in literally half a second.
Yep. Rosh up. Oh no. This is a big one.
An Aghanim Scepter, I mean...
Fly-Fi, he says, oh wait, you're right. Why would I buy that, Cat? I can just get one for free.
True.
There's a chance maybe they give it to the Centaur. There's a lot of good options, but I think Fly, he claims everything for himself.
It's all mine. Super, by the way, positioned way up here. Right where JT is. That's what he was doing during the Roshan pit. He was making sure Nigma no chance of being able to interrupt that Roshan. There goes the Shadow Step. Doesn't actually commit his hero to it just yet. ILTW forced out to enrage, and that means Nigma can no longer really fight. Oh, maybe they can. They're gonna try. Oh no, Miracle caught! And the Snowball is just a moment too late. Now Mind Control pops his BKB to be able to dodge the stomp, but without the damage of Miracle, they're gonna have to hold out until he's back into the fight, but Mind Control is dead. They do trade out their Centaur. Tanky 3 for Tanky 3, but Fly pushes forward, sees ILTW. He's got the Aegis, he's got the cheese. He can go in deep here, and he will keep his pace going. Trying to catch up, ILTW with the attempted TP away inside of his own base, but a Hex stops it. Fortunately, ILTW still able to make it out, but at the same time, the rest of his team followed in Fly so deep, too deep in fact, as now they're going to be losing Kaka, now they're going to be losing Emo, and a disaster. IG, they were too full of themselves. They thought, surely this fight is ours, and they all followed Fly and marched to their death.
Just a little touch far. He had the timing on the Snowball, but I don't think it was quite in range to get the click off. Man, IG, they're just playing so crisp. Nigma's going to need to be a touch faster. The buyback's forced. Yes, you get core kills, but Fly has yet to die. He is now massively ahead of the game. That was a miracle buyback. That was a... It's just too many. Oh, man.
How do you build more damage? And like, what do you do on this Spectre? Because it feels like he's so tanky, he can't be touched. But they are ignoring him.
Abyssal Blade, just stick to a target.
Okay.
There was a really cool interaction there. Actually forced ILTW's in range. He was fatal bonded. He was looking to try to get away. There was a double edge onto the creep wave. to prevent, I think, a blink in from, I believe it might have been mind control.
Okay.
But just really cool heads up. Like, it could have also just been damage amplification, but either way, JT with the presence of mind, like, hey, he's fatal bond to these.
Yeah.
I'll do damage to these.
Yeah.
Just in case, you never know.
Stop blink daggers, stop, yeah. No, that's, I mean, even if he's just doing damage, that's still a heads up play.
The min-max in this game has been incredible. It's kind of just awesome. I'm sad that we have to go home after this. I wish that neither one of these teams, along with Team Secret, Vici Gaming,
I was about to say, neither one of these teams had to go home, but, you know, maybe they both go through.
We'll see.
We shall. It's been an incredibly tight opening to the wildcard stage. I do have to wonder, though, if there's going to be more 2-0s on the horizon if we're just going to keep on trading these 1-1s. I mean, it goes to show that all these various regions, they can compete. I mean, last major, it felt a little bit more like it was Europe or China. This one, Execration has already put in some 1-1s. Gambit is showing that they're definitely not slouches either.
Tomorrow's going to be nuts. Today's been nuts.
Yeah.
Still continues. Big smoke from IG. They recognize there's 2 big fours with no buybacks.
Hexing the illusion. The smoke is going to break. ILTW kind of pushes himself forward there.
With the vision control. More wards. They have the gem.
Heaven's Halberd. That'll slow down the damage coming out from the Ursa.
They take the shrine back for more map control.
And tier 4 items, that's why Nigma needs to get out onto the field. I don't think they have all theirs yet.
No. The blink soon on ILTW, that'll help them. Butterfly certainly will. Neither the Shadow Fiend nor the Spectre is a natural MKB buyer, so but really, has it been the physical threat for Miracle? No, it's been the stun lock, the AoE control. Not JT, guys. Not JT.
Not JT, but they're, okay, they're gonna run past him. Manage to catch Kaka. That's exactly what we needed to be able to see. Miracle turning into the Spectre here to throw out a dagger to try and keep track of some of these heroes. Emo's a little bit far away right now. Fly. Slow it down. He's going to be able to mantle out the Cold Feet. They're going to go for Super. Super turns around, drops gold, but he's already dead. Emo pops out with the Requiem, but MajorJay already pops his BKB with the Ice Blast on top of JT as well as Emo. Snowball catching up. It's going to be able to finish him off. JT falls. Emo, he's not able to blink away just yet. Arcane Blink, he's got a Yules as well. Flicker and blink. Is he good? Is he out? GH spots him. What?
Wow. GH, the story of this game for him is just a quarter second too slow. Making the right plays, but just not quite there. It's, you feel like, I feel from the chat, there's no crowd, but I know there would be many a sigh.
Yeah, people are definitely on the edge of their seats for this one.
We're on the edge of our seats.
Yeah, edge of our stools, that's for sure. An Abyssal Blade complete for the Spectre. So you say sticking on to these heroes a little bit better. He's had trouble with that. I saw Shadow Blade.
Really?
Yeah, who picked up my Shadow Blade? Was that am I crazy? Did I see something else? No, Shadow Blade for Emo. Okay. All right.
If you get... No comment. Well, as you said, they got the target they needed. Kaka, the one player without buyback. This is also giving you time for Nigma to get your own buybacks back online. Miracle's starting to become more of a problem. And someone we haven't heard from in quite a while, but love his lines, Dendy. At a certain point in the late game, you're not playing Dota anymore, Cap, and we are fast approaching that moment. Yeah, Spectre has better late game. Yeah, he's near capped, 11 tier. It really doesn't matter at a certain point because there's so much explosive damage and pressure from both of these teams that a couple of missteps and suddenly you're against the ropes.
Yeah.
And someone's pushing down your lanes.
Our Spectre got the level 25 talent. Is that the dispersion one that he got on the left-hand side? It is, as most people do. I was slightly curious if he wouldn't go for it just because he's been ignored so much.
You kind of need a break mechanic now. I don't know who does it on Nigma. I was thinking maybe it would be MC at a point, but it's just not that kind of game anymore.
Yeah, that's where I was looking for the Shadow Blade, honestly. I thought maybe somebody on Nigma was like, we need a Silver Edge.
Because that is just an insane amount of damage that he'll actually do offensively by just being targeted.
Yeah. That was a Shadow Step. I mean, just look at that. Yeah. That's an illusion that ILTW is struggling to being able to bring down.
he's going out of mana, just dueling illusions.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that Swift Blink, not really the greatest damage booster. It's not bad, but I guess, you know what? It plays into the style of fight concept that they need. It's kill somebody right away, reset real quick, bait big spells, but ultimately it's blow up a support, maybe Emo, depends on who you catch. Anybody but JT, and unfortunately, I think the enemy carry, Fly is kind of adding himself to that list of do not target unless completely isolated for numerous seconds.
Yeah.
Big smoke.
And I feel like in that way, the team fights are easier for IG, and yet it's Nigma who keeps on walking away, I think, with the slight win in each one of these. And they just because they keep on finding the right here, they keep on finding Emo, they keep on killing the supports at the start of the fight.
Indeed they do. Satanic.
Roshan, minute and 15, yep. Satanic for who? Or Miracle?
And an AC on the Dragon Knight. He's had that for some time.
Those are, I mean, still big damage upgrades, big survivability upgrades, that's for sure. There's a smoke up now from Nigma. They're gonna move. This is the same move they did last time around. We saw around the Roshan pit. They've got the vision on the high ground, and they're gonna run into the IG heroes, but IG is also routing them at the same time. Spectre open, and it's not going in the golem, and then just Nigma is wiped the floor with, and Kuro is gonna be chased down on top of the death already from ILTW. And I mean, that was just, it was over in an instant, Kyle.
They had vision, Cap.
They had vision, but IG jumped first.
Oh, that's the nature of the team fight. That's the late game we discussed. If they get their buttons, the golem, they haunt. Kaka with the double stun on 2 cores. Heartbreaking. 2 seconds. Maybe they're on the high ground. Maybe they break the smoke with the vision advantage. Instead, it's IG down the lanes.
Yeah, if they're on the high ground, they spot them on the low ground. Maybe they catch, you know, like they jump first. They don't let the Centaur jump. They don't let the golem get dropped. JT Stormcrafters himself for a moment, but look at Fly all the way to the back lines with a double Requiem. Okay, all right. They know mind control, like if you guys don't have everybody, mind control, no buyback. It's a dieback for him. We're just gonna end the game.
No buyback Kuro either. They just exploded the 2. They bought back, and I don't think they expected that.
No.
How do you expect that?
Dire's bottom tower is under
Well,
attack.
snowball way, but at this point, Nigma, they don't really have a whole lot left here. Oh, ILTW actually killed Emo. And he doesn't have buyback either. Is it? Okay. Can they actually hold this out for a while?
Dire's
Seeing them come back from wait, outside.
Oh, okay, he's killing Hawkeye as well. ILTW is turning this game around. He's killed the 2 supports. Fly, they're going to go for GH and try and deal with him, but this game has been stalled out. They're not going to be able to go for the throne anymore. Abyssal Blade, ILTW turning around with the in-range, doing a lot of damage to JT. If they can kill him as well, it'd be a life well spent as he is stalled up enough for Miracle to get alive, but now it's Miracle alone against these 2. IG, no longer working on the tier 4s, are going to go instead and try and play a slower game. Go for the mid lane of Barracks.
Hey,
ILTW may have just bought them a second life on JT. Stormcrafters it! Point blank rage, dodging a huge amount of damage from Miracle, as well as the Ice Blast explosion, and he's able to get away.
oh my god, this is just such a nuts game of Dota 2. I just heartbreaking for Nigma. If they just take a fight on semi-even ground, you know, maybe things go differently. That was quite possibly the worst sequence of events possible.
Their 2 cores get jumped by a Centaur stomp. Like of all the things, that AoE's not that big, but he catches like the 2 most important heroes.
I just unbelievable. And I don't want to take any credit away from IG. Like they are playing just another incredible game of Dota. Fly, what was his score again? Was he a part of? I think it's 31 of 34 kills.
Yes, he has been.
14-0-17. Emo, a little more gutsy this game,
Yeah.
approaching double-digit deaths, but
I mean, it's still the fact that you can depend. That's the thing about IG. Emo, with his flashy plays, will single-handedly carry a game sometimes, and then Fly, just a rock-solid carry, who in these other games will be exactly what you need. He picks up the Aghanims again.
So wait, I can't use this one.
Yeah.
All right, somebody take it.
Somebody else take it.
Yeah.
Does the Centaur have an Aghanim Scepter?
Emo, come on.
Okay. I mean, I'm just saying.
The defense
He got a refresher on the Centaur, which is why I was
That's
thinking.
a refresher.
Yeah, sure, but I was just, why did he go refresher if he doesn't have an Aghanim Scepter?
Because he'll get the next one.
Okay.
If they need it.
All right. Speaking of refreshers, now Super's got a refresher as well.
No.
This is Nigma. You have to get the best initiation here, because if they're getting double rocked, if they're getting double stomped,
Yeah, we're just gonna drop bombs.
yeah,
Like a lot of them.
yeah, it's gonna be just a
And unfortunately, Nigma, you do not have nearly enough weapons in your arsenal to get even close to mutually assured destruction. You are.
no.
I don't even know. You need a vision edge. You need to kill Kaka. Maybe Super. Actually, maybe just Super. Really.
Yeah, you might have to, because double Fatal Bonds, double Rock is an easy team fight win for Fly. Since they can't touch Fly, he's just going to stick onto somebody, and they're going to be all Fatal Bonds together, and he'll just win the game. He'll just win the fight from there, just off of one spell.
Yeah, it's just. Still, they're going to play it cautious. Right? They recognize.
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
Huh?
Arcane Blink? I've never seen that on a Centaur, but one of the worst things about Stomp,
Yeah.
Stomp, right? Now it's going to be Blink and Stomp instantly.
Yep.
That is cool.
That is really cool.
That makes the refresher make a lot more sense too, because he's looking just to be able to hit big stomps.
Yeah. He'll get in, pop ult, have another one available if necessary, and an immediate secondary stun. I think he got the stun duration talent as well.
Like the Urukai marching forward to siege down a fortress. Super in the back, playing the drums as IG approaching Nigma's base.
Top tower is under attack.
Tapping away at that tier 3 tower. Nigma trying to figure out a way they can make some sort of jump forward. And Miracle actually turning into a Spectre here to shadow step onto one of the supports, thinking, okay, maybe I can poke at him, maybe I can get a fast execution. But ultimately, nothing doing. Up line, he's going to be able to jump in. GH does manage to get the snowball at the same time. Emo went back in, but they actually caught him. BKB double Requiem, but they managed to get off their BKBs. Miracle's after him, but the last bit of fear catches him on the tent. Out, ILTW, he may be dead, but Miracle's still alive. He needs to be able to get back to the fountain though. Kaka looking to be able to chase him down. Jump forward from Fly. He's shadow stepping forward. Managed to get it back. That's enough. Fourth buyback is going to be forced, but a stomp immediately from JT inside of the fountain of all things. Fly ripping into GH. He's not going to let him get up the steps. He will die on the stairs of the Nigma base.
Dire's middle
Futilely
tower is
attempting
under
to
attack.
get home, to get to safety, but IG looking to be able to get their first full series win here against Nigma.
Fly, what a beast. We talked about the lack of counter to the butterfly. That's what the Bloodthorn's for, but it's also incredibly effective at killing off GH, who has no real mechanic to save himself.
Now refresher from the Spectre as well. Double jump, there it is.
Under attack.
The arcane blink from a Centaur. Getting Miracle, dead for 2 minutes, and mind control. His only hope here is that the throne explodes before he does, but that's not the case. IG will take this series very